Hello there, Dee.
Hi, Paul.
So we're here today sitting underneath this tapestry, which I really like actually.
Me too. I'm a bit of a fan.
And what we're going to do on this video is to talk about one of our online workshops, which we're doing this weekend on Saturday. And it's called The Prisons of Judgement.
Yes, a very dynamic title. It's going to be a very deep and therapeutic workshop.
Well, it doesn't sound a very easy title. I mean, if somebody comes along and judges me, I don't like it very much. Do you like being judged?
Nope. In fact, it very much feels like you want to close off and you actually want to go inward and separate yourself from the person and situation.
Well, especially if you don't agree with how they're judging you, because
Mm.
it is like that sometimes when people judge, and especially if they're not doing it with their heart, but with their will or deciding something about you. It may not have a very good intent, but we need to work out about judgment because sometimes judgment is actually perception, and it can be a perception which is true. So, how do you determine whether your perception of a situation, if you express it, is something which is true or something which is loaded with all sorts of prejudice and difficulties and limiting beliefs which actually don't have anything to do with reality at all?
Yes, this perceiving is incredibly vital because we can actually almost inject a lot of negativity and closed heart emotion into judgment, not just in the receiving end, but also in when we give judgment. And it does become almost like a way of compartmentalizing people and events in our lives. So it is a very good chance to examine how you judge and how you feel others are judging you.
Yes, and I agree very much with what you say there, Dee. So this workshop is as much about learning how we can perceive truthfully as it is from perhaps being aware of our prejudice and being aware of what might be limiting us in the way that we open ourselves to others or situations in our world. You know, it is very much, we feel like a prison. So if you have limiting beliefs inside of you or prejudice, which somehow becomes quite rigid. So this is okay, this is right, this is wrong, this works, this doesn't, this is acceptable, this is not acceptable, then you are placing yourself in the prison. There's no doubt about that. And it's an inner prison, you know, with your beliefs and your outlook to life. And surely, Dee, surely that's not very healthy to have an outlook.
No, and also, this type of outlook sometimes is not even innate. It's actually even conditioned by the way you were brought up or the environment. So it can be a conditioning thing of your behavior and ways of seeing and feeling. So if it has been conditioned, that means it can be healed.
Yes, well, that's true. And we can, in our lives, we can be like, feel as though we're the victims of other people projecting and judging us, or we could be the ones who are just saying how terrible this person or this situation is and how wrong, and get ourselves all caught up into all sorts of negative thoughts. And it is projections. It is about what comes out from us if we're doing it to others. And if we are more, say, like a victim of other people's judgments, it's more their projection onto you. So, how do you protect yourself from this? How do you find what is true? How do you work this out so that you can really open up to your true intuition and perception and know that how you perceive like that can be really something that is worthwhile to judge or to express, and it is not something that will be limiting.
That's it. So I believe that this workshop will be really, really powerful. So you're more than welcome to message us to make a booking. It's on Saturday, this Saturday coming up at 7 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time and 8 a.m. for the UK.
I'll just give you a little clue about our approach on the workshop. Quite a bit about it will be about inner listening and being willing to be very truthful and honest with yourself, and especially with your heart. So I think it will be actually a very positive workshop. So don't be put off by the title.
Yes, at the end of the day, it's all about personal transformation. We hope to see you there.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye now.